So my special guest today made her acting debut in 1984 film Giovanni. She has a jewelry line called Neelam Jewels, and you can currently see her in Netflix reality show Fabulous Lives of Bollywood Wives. She is most definitely fabulous. It's Neelam Kothari. Hi, Neelam.
Hi,
Well,
Priya, how are you?
I'm great, thank you. Thank you for joining me here on the BBC Asian Network. It's such a pleasure to talk to you.
Pleasure.
I've been loving watching you on the show, Neelam.
People have this misconception about us that we have these oh so glamorous lives, but that's not really true. Our lives can be quite mundane.
Of course, we go shopping in a Rolls Royce.
When we were doing the show, we were like, oh my God, people are going to see the real us. God knows how it's going to go down with people. And listen, we're all so surprised that, people have just, really taken to us and they're really enjoying it. They're loving us, and I think what's interesting is because this is the first time people who are connected to Bollywood have come out there and spoken about their lives, shown their lives, and everyone's honest about whatever's going on in their lives and their personal front. And I think people were just starved for this kind of content. And yeah, the response has been phenomenal.
So tell me when you got that initial phone call, when the conversation started to happen about this show, and they were interested in you participating. Was it an immediate yes, or did you have reservations?
Well, look, here's the thing. We were approached by Karan Johar. And if you've seen the show, we've all been friends since over 25 years. So he knows all of us really, really well. So we were on a flight going somewhere together. And he said, you know what? He got this idea and he said, you know what? I'm making a show on the four of you. You guys are mad. You guys are crazy. You guys are so much fun. So we were like, yeah, come on, Karan, let's do it. Good fun. Then when I got the call saying that, okay, we're having a meeting and to discuss the show, that's when I got cold feet and I actually backed out. And I had a lot of apprehensions doing it because I've been in the movies, I've done 40 odd films. And I just felt that, people always saw me as Neelam playing a role or a character. And for me to put myself out there, and I've always been a very, kind of shy, private person. So for me to do this was a huge step. People have seen me playing a role or a character, and this is the first time people would have seen me, be myself. So I wasn't too sure about this. And doing a reality show, especially in India, you're up for so much of judgment. So yeah, I was very scared. I was very nervous. I told Karan, I said, listen, I can't do this. I'm backing out. So then we had a couple of meetings, and then I said, look, I can't be in safer hands than Netflix and Thermatics. So it all worked out well.
I keep on getting the one-off offer to come back into movies.
Being an actress and working in film and playing a role, it's not always easy for actors to just be themselves, particularly on camera, and in your own space, because there's lots of footage of you at home with your husband. You obviously,
yeah, and you see, yeah, whatever you've seen in the show, the situation was told to us, obviously, because the cameras are going to be in our house. But from there, we were on our own, what we wanted to talk about, our banter. So, like if you saw, for example, a scene of, say, Ahana, Samir, and me in my terrace, we shot for almost, we were talking nonstop for about 2 hours and 3 hours. And what the actual footage is just about 5 minutes. So, yeah, putting yourself out there and talking about your life and yourself, it can be a little nerve-wracking.
Talking of your husband, Samir, he makes it quite known that he's just not interested in going out for the dinner parties, doing the social thing. He's happy just sitting at home. But there was a moment, a scene, but a moment in your house where you were going out for dinner with the other wives, Mahib, Bhavna, and
Mahib,
Seema.
Seema.
and he just didn't want to go. And I thought, how is this going to play out? But because you guys are, this is your real life, do you sometimes get concerned about the fact that there are cameras there, and you know, your husband is being your husband and being the man that he always is? Do you get concerned about the way in which he acts during filming, because you're like, just want you
So
to come to dinner?
so when this show came, obviously when it came our way, the first person that I spoke to was Samir, because I said, are you okay with it, because you're going to be part of it? He was like, yeah, sure. um then when we had a lot of meetings and whatever, Samir has no filter. Okay, he has no filter at all. So I used to beg him before the shoot. I used to beg him, saying that, babe, listen, please don't say anything wrong. Please behave yourself. So now, for example, that scene where he's lying on the couch and he didn't want to go, I promise you, I had no idea whether he would actually come or not, because it's up to him.
Mm,
So and I told the creatives, I said, there's no guarantee with him.
yeah.
He may just say, you leave. I mean, I'm not coming. So yeah, that's how the whole process was. We never knew what the outcome was. Now, when we were having dinner, Samir just got up and left because he was fed up. And that he does that in real life. He leaves the party, before me sometimes. So, but listen, I'm used to it and it's fine. And I think all my friends have accepted him the way it is, the way he is.
We're actually ridiculous.
But altogether, it's fabulous.
You also run your own jewelry business, which is
Yeah.
very different, obviously, from being on screen. Um, how did it feel to see yourself back on screen after all this time?
Well, when we were shooting and we shot a pilot, I want to tell you, I drove the cameraman nuts. I drove my makeup artist bananas, okay? Because listen, you've been in front of the camera, you know how it is. I mean, and when you stop, I took a break of what? My last film was in '98, so that's almost 20 years. And to face the camera again, it's not easy.
Mm.
It's not easy because people saw me 20 years back and I looked a certain way, and I definitely have matured. So I was just very nervous and I was very, very conscious, but I'm happy the outcome was pretty good, because I drove my makeup man and my cameraman mad.
But Neela, can I just tell you that you are so beautiful naturally, and I know you
Thank
obviously
you.
have such sort of as we all do, like concern, we kind of have our own insecurities about the way we look, and especially when you're on camera. I get it. You want to get the lighting right. You want to make sure that your
Oh
makeup
yeah.
is looking fire. And something that you've been very honest about on the show was wanting to get some beauty enhancements, and we see a moment where you go to get face fillers.
Yeah.
And I mean, again, post having that done, I didn't notice the difference, and and the other wives said the same thing, and I was quite surprised that you were so adamant to do that, because I was looking at you thinking, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. I mean, I hope I look like that, in years to come. Were you not concerned about the message that sends out to young people?
Well, look, I thought about this, and this is a conversation that I've had with a lot of my friends who are my age. Okay, and it's like, should we not? Who do we go to? What do we do? So, and this is genuine conversations that women do have. Not everyone is open about it. Everyone sort of, keeps this dark secret. And why should it be a dark secret? I think it's absolutely fine. If you are doing things to make you feel better, it's not about the world. I just feel that I need to do it for myself. And I am 50. And if I was, say, in my 20s and I was doing something like this for a show on Netflix, yes, maybe not. I wouldn't have. But at my age, I think, it's fine. I mean, the message that I'm putting out there is, you know, if you don't want to do it, it's fine. But if you are doing it, there's nothing wrong with it. That was my message.
Mhm. So watching have you watched it all back, by the way?
I have.
Is there anything that
I have.
surprised you about the other wives?
About the other wives, no, because I've known them for more than 25 years, and what you see on screen is what they are in real life.
Mhm.
I mean, like Mahit, for example, she shoots her mouth, and she says it as it is. Seema is she's funny and she's witty, and she'll make a jibe at you, and that's how we are as four friends. And Bhavna's very sorted, very careful with what she says. So what you see is each individual, their real selves. There was no put on, there was no acting, nothing.
Was there anything that other people were surprised when watching it? Not like your friends and your family. What's been their response?
So my mom saw the show, and she was like, do you guys really speak like this? Do you guys really use this kind of language? So I was like, mom, okay, yes, the others, they're comfortable doing it. I said, but with me, I mean, I'm not trying to be a prude, but even Samir is very against me abusing, or my parents are also very against me abusing, and it's just not me. But my nature is not, to use foul language. So yeah, my mom thought it was extremely entertaining, and she knows, the three of them. She's not seen them over the years, and she thought it was great. My friends, see, for me, first of all, it was my husband. What he said, then my parents, and of course, my close friends and family, and of course my clients, because I have a certain reputation. Okay, I do fine jewelry, and that was also very important for me. That oh my God, what is Neelam doing? And I was extremely delighted, because a lot of my clients called me up saying that, do you know what, we're showing off now, because you're we come to you for jewelry, and your jewelry looks so nice, and you were gracious in the show, you were so nice. So for me, I think that, I mean, the show said it all. The way I am on the show is what I am in real life. So I was a little concerned that people might think that, okay, she's fake and there's some pretense and whatever. But yeah, the only brickbats that I got was about my accent, saying that her accent is so fake, she needs to tone it down. But hello, I can't do anything about it.
Now, if there was, is there going to be a season 2?
Fingers crossed. I hope so.
So you'd love to do. So you would love to do another season.
100%, because you know what? It's just been so much fun. Shooting with your 3 best friends. Yeah, it was, the whole experience has been nothing that I've experienced in all the years that I've done movies. This was something really, really different, and the kind of appreciation that we've got. Yes, we got the bad reviews as well. That's like with anything that you do. I think the response has been very encouraging. So I hope a season 2 is happening.
And during the season, you also talked about getting back into acting, getting back on screen as an actor on film. Is that happening? Have you decided that you're going to do it? As long as it's not a foul-mouthed woman.
Yeah, that's one thing, definitely. Yeah. So if the role is interesting enough,
what would you like to play?
Honest.
What would be the dream, Neelam? If you could if a producer came to you and say, Neelam, what do you want to do? What do you want to play? What would it be, and who with? With your husband?
Of course, with my husband. Yeah, you know what? I've been asked this question a lot, and to be honest with you, I mean, I can't play the lead role. I mean,
but why not?
Actually, no.
Neelam,
actually, you know what?
That.
I think, you know what? Actually, no, I take my words back. I think what Sridevi did in, say, for example, a film like Mom or a film like English Finglish. I think films like that probably, you know, I would, if it comes my way, definitely. And yeah, I mean, yeah, I think my daughter's old enough now, and I think if something good comes my way, why not?
Do you think it strikes me that you're? Are you quite concerned about getting older? Is that because you mentioned it a couple of times? You know, with regards to obviously, you know, playing the lead role, which I think you could absolutely do. For in the right story, the right film. I mean, why not? Because don't you think we need more women representation of women who've experienced life?
100%. I mean, there are so many films out there which are, you know, the female protagonist, you know, is the main person. So I just feel that I think maybe I'm not in that mindset. When I did films, it was like 20 years back. Okay, and now I'm thinking, and if it comes my way, something interesting. So maybe I'm just not used to that. The idea of I'm always used to playing the lead role with a co-star, with a male. You know, so I've never done a film which is heroine oriented as such. You know, so I guess it's just a mindset.
Yeah,
huh?
It's never too late, Neelam. I want to see you represent the fabulous woman that you are.
Thank you. So maybe it might just happen.
Definitely, why not? Neelam, thank you so much for joining me on BBC Asian Hour.
Thank you, Preeya. It's been great.
If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe, and click the bell icon to keep up to date. For more great audio and video from the BBC, listen on Sounds, watch on iPlayer.